joke, apparently. It's not funny.
This is my beautiful audience that totally fills the quota amount.
Hey.
Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna start switching. So some guitar is more of a foreign instrument and it seems a little bit difficult to play, but sometimes it's not the player, sometimes it's the guitar. So really in today's market you need to know what makes a good guitar so that when you know that you can make a good purchase decision. Three things that are going to make a good guitar are the construction, the feel, and the tone. So the first major thing when it comes to construction is the wood you use. This is my visual aid that I have with me, and the wood that this is made from is basswood. So it's a little bit of a lighter wood, lighter construction material, a little bit cheaper, but it still gets good tone. So a lot of you may be wondering, like, what the heck is the difference for the sound of your guitar in wood? Like, what does that really do for me? Well, besides color, it's going to drastically change if your guitar is like got longer sustain, if it sounds better, if it's less clunky sounding, etc. So a way to describe that, I found this really good article online that was Anderson's blog, and he basically said, like, imagine you're playing guitar in two rooms. First room, it's really small, it's really tiny. The second one's super huge and like vacuous. So if you imagine two of those and hearing that guitar in there, you're obviously going to hear slightly different sounds. There's going to be more echo, more reverb. It's going to just like carry much more. And it's the same way with like whatever piece of wood you decide to use, depending on what species of tree it is, etc. It's going to have different knots in it, different spacing between like cells, and it gets even to a molecular level. That's how you create this different sound. The second area of construction that matters is when it comes to like the neck and the body. So this one, as you can see, has a bolt-on neck, and what that means is that instead of it just being one solid slab of wood, they took the body, they took the neck, and then they just bolted it on with these screws. So what that does is it makes it easier for your construction, but it's also you're going to get less like sustain and sometimes less tone. So it's really just a preference thing between bolt-on and just like full slabs of wood, but it's going to matter when it comes to like the quality of your guitar. And the second thing that you should be looking for is the feel. So that can be organized into the intonation, the action, and the comfort. So intonation just means like, are your notes right? Are they correct? Are they sounding kind of like way too twangy or shallow? The second is going to be the action. Action refers to how high your strings are off the fretboard. This doesn't necessarily indicate like whether it's a good guitar or bad guitar, because some people just like different height of your strings and how it feels. But it should serve the style of music that you want to play. Like if I want to play really fast music, I'm going to want low action. I'm not going to want to be all clunky around the neck. Comfort just comes to like weight of the guitar and stuff like that. It's like, is it too heavy on your back? Is it killing you? Yada yada, the shape, all that stuff. The third point that makes the guitar good is the tone. Alright, so pickups. Very important. So, there are two major kinds of pickups. You have your humbuckers and you have your single coils. Single coils is kind of obvious because it's only one coil with a bunch of copper wire wrapped around it and a magnet. It basically acts as like a speaker or a microphone for your strings, and it's set to that frequency. A humbucker is just two of those shoved together and it bucks the hum. I don't know who coined that, kind of a weird phrase, but because you combine two of those together, it's going to reduce how much hum you get. So why people use these different ones is you're going to get crisper out of this pickup, and you're going to get more like dark, warm, and loud tones out of something like this. And why that's important for quality is like, it's not necessarily like, oh, one's better than the other, but it's just going to relate more to like your style and what you want. But what does matter is the materials that it's made out of. If it's like a crappy magnet or just didn't get wound right, then your guitar's not going to sound good. The last thing that comes to tone is the style of guitar. So solid body versus hollow body obviously is going to sound different, and it's just going to affect how you play. So in conclusion, like if you get a good guitar, you're not going to automatically be a good player. Like that's not how it works. But like if you really put work into it and you have an instrument that's going to serve you well, then that'll help you in the long run. End of speech in my time limit.